Hi everyone, this is Miss Ajaj. So it's episode 5 of Draw With Me this week. You're going to need a piece of paper, a pen, and you're also going to need something with a round base. Something about this size that you can draw around quite easily. So if you are using an A4 piece of paper, you could probably get around 3 or 4 circles about this size on your sheet if you spread them out enough. And you need to be careful when you're going around your shape. You're trying your best not to move it. You can see I'm holding it down nice and firmly and I'm moving my hand around it to make sure I've gone around the circle. Okay, and then I'm doing that again and then once more. I'm going to fit about 3 on my piece of paper. So as you can see, I have my 3 circles and I'm actually going to start by doing a little squiggle, which is something similar to what we did in a Draw With Me episode a while back. So now I'm going to have a think about what kind of lines or shapes I can draw around my squiggle, and it's up to you what you do. Just let your mind take control of this, and there is no right or wrong, remember that, so it doesn't really matter. I think this is a great activity for people who are feeling maybe a bit nervous to draw over a big space. Sometimes when you start in a smaller area, you can feel more confident later on a big A4 piece. So this is a brilliant exercise for just focusing on small lines and small details, small patterns. Think back to the previous episodes and think about the patterns that you've learnt, especially from Miss Axford's ones, because you could use those in this activity today. So I think I'm done with that one, but I'm going to take this squiggly line to inspire me for that next circle. And this is why it could be really nice if you've got about 4 or 5 circles on a page, because you can keep taking from a previous design and improving it or just expanding it and making it a more detailed piece. So I took those squiggles and now I'm inserting a different shape. I'm trying circles. And I'm just going to see what I come up with. I don't really know where I was going with this. I just kind of did what I felt. So for the last one, I'm actually going to use the side of the page to come up with a few doodles that I can use for that final circle. I was inspired by Miss Axford's last video, and I think it might be helpful to do this before I go into that circle. And I think the idea of this one is whichever doodles I come up with, I'm going to combine them all together and make a sort of pattern within that final circle. Okay, so I'm going to use that star-shaped design in the corner and I'm going to add it on to what I have already done. And you'll see this as I go on. I'll keep picking doodles from the side to combine together to make some sort of pattern that fills that circle. So I'm just going to leave it here, and it's up to you how you want to do this. I say just don't be afraid and just use this as a time to relax. Remember to tweak this if you have a go at woody art, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you get on with this. Bye.